NFL draft's economic impact could be bigger than they originally thought.
Yeah, with 600,000 attendees, organizers say they're pleased with the way everything turned out. Kristen Allen's live this morning near Lambeau Field. Kristen, those involved say it was teamwork that made this happen.
Absolutely, and they say they were prepared for anything that might have come up, any other extenuating situation, and they're just really taking a moment to reflect on how everything went and feeling a sense of pride this morning. The leaders met from all across the state on Monday and from the county to talk about how everything went for those 3 days at the draft. Everyone involved says they're really satisfied with the results of the largest event in Green Bay's history. According to Discover Green Bay's president and CEO, it would have taken a $40 million budget to pay for the amount of advertising they as a brand receive for free through television and social media exposure.
Just looking at the Discover Green Bay brand, we had 746 mentions. That led to 4.25 billion impressions. That's incredible. No one's got a marketing budget other than maybe Las Vegas that could do something like that.
The other piece of good news is that there was minimal arrests during those 3 days of the draft. Ashwaubenon public officials say they only arrested 2 people near the campus during draft weekend, and that doubles Green Bay Police's total of 1 arrest in the footprint of the draft, which occurred on day 1 of the event. Reporting live in Green Bay, Kristen Allen, Action 2 News.